Okay. Morning, boys. Shit, I mean to do that. Okay, let's get started. Currently above the overnight session value levels. 9:30. Yeah. If we hold inside of the previous day's value for like a decent amount of time, then really we could expect that 80% rule to be in play, so a move all the way to the previous day's value area high, but that's if we confidently hold in the value area, in the previous day's value area for long enough. There's also a massive sell block at 996, just above the high of day. So we'll see what happens when we hit that. Is there news or anything today? It's so weird how little I check. Like, news, I literally don't really care about it anymore because it doesn't really ever apply to me. We have CPI tomorrow. PPI on Wednesday. That's about it. Oh, there's a bank holiday next week. What bank holiday is that? 19th of Jan. Is it a specific Martin Luther King Day? I want to watch this order get hit. This big block of orders. That looked like they got pulled. That's the issue with the DOM. The levels are always changing, obviously, until they're filled. You can't trust them. I mean, you can trust them, but it's not as simple as like there's a big order, now wait for it to get filled. Why is my chart like this? There we go, that's better. I'm thinking that a buy from the previous day's value area low isn't a bad idea. Already. If we can, because if we push up a little bit more up here, or just spend more time up here in general, then that value area low of the current session is going to nicely overlap with the previous day's value area low. Then we have a nice little node here. Let's go for a little, what's that, a 6-point move? 6.5-point move. So that's an idea. Yeah, I'd probably expect this to get up to the opposite end of value up here today. At 717, it's only 17 points away now, so. Morning, Professor Mac. Professor Mac, I tried to catch you when you jumped in last week to point something out for MotiveWave. I don't know if you I think you'd gone before I could get around to saying it. Specific to like a setting for the volume profile. I went over it in my recent video where I talk about setting up MotiveWave for volume and order flow. Yeah, the tick versus minute thing, exactly. Just making sure that the box on the settings of the volume profile is not ticked, where it says use historical minute bars. Making sure that's not ticked, because if it is ticked, then you're using tick volume, not tick data. If it's not ticked, then you are using tick data. You can watch you can't see the setting because I'm streaming just my screen, not the actual, or streaming the window, not the actual screen, but if I do that, that's what it looked like before. That's not tick data, and then that is tick data. So one thing is that you can see that the shelves are a bit more prominent. They're a bit sharper, basically, which makes them easier to spot most of the time. And it does impact the levels as well, like the value area low, point of control. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Ah, shit. But then the other thing I don't know if I even... no, I did mention that. The on the video, the other thing was the times where you drag the profile to are different on MotiveWave. I saw that when I was testing the platform. Alright, okay. So you were ahead of me. Great video, by the way. Appreciate it, Mr. Mac. I do try. Yeah, it was the tick data and then the times, because MotiveWave's the way that you drag the profile as far as time works slightly differently to TradingView. We're going to get a POC shift here by the looks of it. So far, this is a day where I honestly wouldn't mind taking a trade from the POC, if that makes... if it overlaps with like another level, obviously. But it's a trending POC. That means that POC is going to offer bounces more than consolidation. I have 3 screens, so I noticed the difference between the profiles and checked into it. Ah, okay, makes sense. Ty B. Hi Kai, thanks again for doing the video on MotiveWave. Do you mind showing how you do the weekly one? Driving me nuts. Yeah, it is a bit tricky, the weekly one. The best time to do the weekly one is at the weekend, because then you can just drag it all the way. You can get like the 6 PM open of Sunday and then like drag it all the way through, but it is finicky. For 5 minutes, let me hide my profiles. I literally, like, I do it the exact same way you would on TradingView. It's just annoying, like, because it'll shift around a bit. Where are we? But the one thing I would say is go from Sunday and then go through, like, what I find that's where I'm going to draw it to at the end is like 458. You can't actually get like 459, I've noticed on MotiveWave. But yeah, I will find where I'm going to drag it to. And then, what's the date from last Sunday? Was it like the... I bet you'll have to tell when I see a skip in the date. It's going to be like the 5th or something, isn't it? I do stay on the 1 minute. You don't have to actually on MotiveWave. That's a good point. You actually can go on to like the 15 minute, which will probably make it easier. But the issue is then it's hard to get the times even, like it's harder to get the exact time that you want. Yeah, I would probably just do it on the 1 minute. It's hard to do when you're trying to do it in the middle of a week. The best thing I can say to you, the thing that'll help the most, is just do it at the weekend. Like I did my levels for this week, for the previous week, I did them on Saturday, and I literally just found the Sunday 6 PM open, and then I dragged it to like the current price, which is obviously at the weekend. That's gonna be the last print on Friday. Good day, guy. I'm trying to find whatever fucking date Sunday was. I'm having a bit of a brain fart here. But it is definitely more finicky than TradingView, that is for sure. Am I being stupid? Or is there like way more days? Okay, no, it's there, it's the 4th. So, we're dragging it to what, the 8th? Was it? God, I'm all over the fucking place here. Let me just go on the calendar literally, it's easier for me to just go on the calendar app. We're doing it from for this week, it'll be the 2nd to the 9th. So I would just, honestly, just, for now, I'd probably just try and get it as close as you can doing it this way. So, like, 4:57, and then all the way through to the 9th. And my chart isn't big enough. Because the issue is with MotiveWave, I don't actually know if this is a bug or not, or if it's somehow meant to do it. It feels like a bug, because if you draw it like this, and then you go to like click it and drag it, like adjust it, you can see that the profile on the left-hand side is being moved as well. So it like moves the whole thing, which is pretty annoying. And the same if you drag it backwards, it extends. So it's the easiest thing to do is, but sometimes it doesn't do that, so I do feel like it is a bug. But where am I? 2nd. Wait, what? 1st. How's it go to Friday to... Am I being stupid again? Yeah, it is a shame you can't do that. I had the dates right, didn't I? No, I had the dates wrong. That's why. 4th to the 9th is what we want, not the 2nd. So we want... I try and like extend it as close, like so that's 6:01, and then to the 9th. I'll just try and get it as close as possible, like that. Realistically, like you can see that your levels, if you draw it like I've just drawn it there, your levels are basically the same as mine. Those levels that I've got are like exactly perfect, but if you draw it that way, that I just did, I just like eyeballed it, and it's like 2 minutes off from the open at Sunday, and it's what, 2 minutes off from the close at the end, and those 4 minutes compared to the whole week, not gonna matter so much. Like you can see that the levels are pretty spot on. POCs maybe like a couple ticks low, but yeah, that's how I would recommend to do it. Like I say, the easiest time to do it is the weekend. Where are my profiles gone? I hid them, didn't I? Bam, bam, bam. Close. Is it me, or has that profile gone way smaller? The nodes look tiny now. I notice your crosshair is staying on screen, so that helps. I'm having to guess which candle. Oh, that's something I should have put in the video. Oh, yeah, good point. I completely forgot that I did that. So how I did that is... Oh, God, how did I do that? It's in settings somewhere. Oh, that's a shame that I didn't put that in the video. You can... I'll show you how to turn that on, and let me just figure out how I did it. That's what keeps happening to me, bugging in the F out. Yeah. Yeah, I would try and just get it as close as you can, just dragging it in, like, one go. Don't bother trying to like adjust it once it's drawn, because it'll just do that to you and it'll just be really frustrating. Oh, come on, Brad. How did you get that? Here we go. You can't see my screen, obviously, but I can just kind of tell you what I did. Yeah, so if you go to the settings, like you can actually just click the settings in the top right of MotiveWave, and it'll bring that same settings menu that was from the video. And then if you go to chart, and then on chart you want to, it'll bring down like two rows where it'll say like chart, harmonics, templates, and then a lower row that says like general, options, roll. If you go to options, and then you want to make sure that global crosshair is ticked, that'll then make it so that you have, let me just turn it off to make sure that it's, yeah, oh wait, no, mine's gone now. Maybe that's not it. Oh, that just does it for that. Okay, well, how's my crosshair staying then? Ignore that. That just gets the crosshair to be like there. I actually don't want that on, to be honest. How did I get the crosshair to be there the whole time? Come on. I thought it was that option. I don't remember ticking anything else to do with the crosshair. You can definitely do it. This is the issue, like MotiveWave's so customizable, but it's like, it's too customizable. Too much of a good thing. I will find it. Mouse. Crosshair use minute tick. Is that it? If I apply that? Nope, it's not that. Is it this? Nope. Definitely not that. Oh, this is so annoying. I thought it was global crosshair, but that just makes it so that my crosshair is visible on like all of my, wait. Did it work and I just didn't do it? This is very frustrating. That does that. Okay, I actually prefer that. I actually prefer global crosshair being not ticked when I have like multiple things. We have a big order up there at 706, which is just above previous day's point of control. Oh, how did I get this fucking crosshair to stay? You know what? I'm tough. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I'm asking ChatGPT. I'll just do it on my phone. How do you get the crosshair on MotiveWave to show you the time at the bottom of the time axis? The issue with asking ChatGPT stuff about MotiveWave is it seems to be outdated a lot of times. It says go to configure, general, look for show crosshair. Is that not what I did? Configure, settings. It's gotta be on that section, right? Configure, settings, chart. It says it's on general, but I don't see it anywhere. What's that do? Not sure I like that. That's what I mean, there's so many things you can play about with on MotiveWave. It's got to be on this options bit, surely. Try putting on global crosshair, Tybee, and tell me if that works for you. If you go to settings, go to chart, then go to options, and then there's loads of tick boxes. Try ticking global crosshair and let me know if that works, because I can't figure out if it's something else. I feel like it was that, but if I uncheck it, it doesn't get rid of my crosshair, so I don't know. What's double crosshair? Why would anyone ever want that? Ugh, that's horrid. Why would you ever want that? Solid crosshair? This is just gonna make it a solid line, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not a fan of the solid line. I want a global crosshair. Tried global, didn't work. Fuck. What is it then? I'm so confused. This is really, it's pissing me off probably more than it's pissing you off, because I know I've done it and I can't fucking remember how I've done it. Do you know, show analysis name, crosshair, no, it's not going to be any of those, surely. I'm so confused. Price axis. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go find. There's one video that I found helpful when I was setting up MotiveWave. Not for anything that like he doesn't go into like any of the volume profile or anything. He kind of just talks about how the actual platform works. But I feel like I managed to get my crosshair to show from his video. Let me go find his video and then I'll share it in the chat. Considering a long at around 69.80. Yeah, I don't mind that. Not much of a node is the only issue there for me. But let me try and find this video. This guy's a YouTuber who I actually do quite like. Oh shit, I accidentally clicked on the ad.
I've traded on many platforms over the last...
Could you guys hear that when I should open that video? Does he go through on here? He does, I'm pretty sure he does. He shows how to set up a few other things as well. But I feel like a lot of those things don't apply to what we do. Anyway, here's the video, I'll share it in the chat. If you go to that video, I have a feeling you'll find the answer to how to get the crosshair in there. Because that's like the only video I remember actually being useful. Or if I manage to figure it out, I'll share it in the school group or something. Because it is really frustrating me that I can't remember how I did it. No worries. I'm gonna keep trying to figure it out, like in the background. Oh, I found it. It's not, okay, forget that video. Of course, as soon as I shared that video. Okay, so if you go to view, at the, yeah, because I've gotten rid of mine now. So you want to go like the top menu where it says like study, chart, configure, all that. There's an option called view. And then if you go onto that and click show crosshair, then it'll come up. I really hope you didn't just click off the stream to go watch that video, Ty. Because that would have been perfect timing. But yeah, it's there. View, show crosshair. I don't know if he says that in the video is my only worry. Got it, thanks, okay, thank God. I shit myself that you went to watch that video then for a second and was like, oh my God, he's gonna have clicked off the stream right as I found it. But yeah, without that, I'm not surprised you were getting frustrated during the volume profile. I'm gonna add that as a comment on my video because that is like, how are you able to draw the rolling profile when you can't see the time that you're drawing it on? It's so stupid that I forgot to add that to the video. It's like one of the most necessary parts of. I wonder how many people have watched that video and gone, yeah, but how do you get the fucking crosshair? I don't hate this long from previous week's value area high, but I'm not a big enough fan of it to take it. But I am rooting for Professor Mac, nonetheless. I do think that we've accepted value enough today that we should expect previous day's value area high to be hit up at 717. What's the ATR? 2.8. Wow. Yeah, not sure about that one. Yeah, I can't remember if that guy said that in that video, but he does talk about some like useful stuff, like I said. So I've really not looked at the delta like at all in this session. Oh, that's interesting actually, that we have this low got put in, and then price is coming lower, but the delta's going higher, which is exhaustion of the sellers, I believe. Or it actually might mean, I was just fact checking myself, I think it actually means that buyers are being absorbed. Delta is shooting up, but price ain't going nowhere. I'm thinking actual lower here, because these buyers, we're getting people, we're getting more aggressive buyers coming in, but price isn't breaking. It's actually, well, like, kind of trending down. It's like grinding down, but buyers are very, very aggressively rising, which means that all those people buying are having absolutely no impact on the market, because they're just buying into sell orders. Being absorbed. I remember saying to my girlfriend on like Saturday, I was like, oh my god, I just want it to be Monday, because I was excited to trade. Massive absorption is still going on. My other reason for not wanting to hit that long from value area high, or previous week's value area high, current session value area low, is I feel like failing at this POC would be a pretty bearish sign in this context. Like breaking down from this, I don't know if I'd expect. I think it's reasonable to anticipate some sort of a little bounce, but that bounce could also happen at like previous days value area low. Even though I am bullish on the day because of the 80% rule, bullish up to like 717s, like 720s basically. It is not a good sign to see all this consolidation and the buyers just like pushing and pushing and pushing. Because obviously that means that they're not moving the market, they're just being absorbed by passive sellers. I see that too. Maybe the better spot to consider this is that consolidation around overnight point of control. Yeah. Yeah. That's a fair ways though. That's like the entire point that we've moved today basically for the session. So it's gonna take a while for it to get back down there, probably. I would think. The 80% rule, it's a well-known like volume profile rule. What's it referred to? The Dalton rule? I think it's the Dalton rule. Essentially, if we open outside of value at 9:30, let me give it to you in like the straight like textbook definition, because there is a few different variants of it that people will use, but I only prefer to use. I'm just making sure it's called the Dalton rule, otherwise known as the 80% rule. Yeah, Dalton rule. So basically what it is if we open at 9:30 outside of the previous day's value areas. So today we opened down here, so we're outside of the value area of previous day because we're below value area low. If we come into value of the previous day and hold inside of it convincingly, then the likelihood is there's not, yeah, Jim Dalton, yeah. The likelihood is that we're gonna come across the entire range of the previous day's value. So in this case, previous day value area high, which is 717. 80% chance. It's not like a strict 80%. It's more of like an observation than a strict like statistical analysis, but you can use it pretty confidently just for like a narrative, and then obviously that can like frame your day. So like right now, today, really I want to go long because the likelihood is that we're going up to this 717 mark. I think the textbook version of it is that if we open outside of value and then re-enter it and tests it for 2 consecutive periods or 30 minutes. So if it stays inside of it for 30 minutes, which we came into it at 35, so more than long enough for it to apply today. Like I say, there is different variants of it where people will say like, oh, if it's come into it and it's been 15 minutes. But the main idea is open outside of previous day's value, return back into it convincingly. And for that, you can use whatever you want, really. You can use like 30 minutes, 15 minutes. It really is up to you. The textbook is 30 minutes, but obviously you have to argue like how much does that apply to the market you're trading, the dynamic of the current like market. But yeah, that's the main idea, is open outside of value, come back into it convincingly. If we come back into it and hold inside of it convincingly, then the chances are we're going to go all the way to the other side of the previous day's value. Good to know, yeah. I got it from Mr. Dom P, who occasionally comes and hangs out in here. Mr. Wiz. I will look more into these market profiles, yeah. I mean, there's a couple things like that, but I think the 80% rule is probably one of the most useful, I would say. Oh, shit. I keep accidentally zooming out so much. I don't even know how. I literally don't know what I'm pressing to do that half the time. We're still getting massive absorption of the buyers, though. So that's what I mean when, like I say, I am bullish just because of the 80% rule. Like, statistically, not like purely statistically, but likelihood is that we're going to get to previous day's value area high today. And I'm trying to squeeze my bars into this, and I keep just for some reason doing that. But yeah, the fact that we've absorbed all these buyers is a bit concerning for the likelihood that we get all the way up here. Like really, the only trade that I really like how we're currently standing is a break and retest of previous day's value area. Oh, not previous days. Yeah, previous day's point of control. A break and retest of that is the only thing that I'm really would be excited about. Like today, I would potentially be excited for a long, but I would need to see how we act around these levels. I would more like, I wouldn't like to just straight buy into these levels. I'd maybe want to see it come down, mess around a bit, break back up, and then retest. That would be something I would definitely take, but I don't know if it's going to be able to do that just because of like time. It's going to take a while for it to do that. Whereas this, it can do a bit faster. 7,000 mark is holding price. Yeah. Sure is. I've been using the footprint chart on MotiveWave, trying to get confirmation with it to trade. Yeah, Professor Mac, who is in here, he's not in the school group, but he's in my Discord. He's an avid user of the footprint. I am not. I am a complete and utter newbie when it comes to the footprint. I prefer using the CBD, cumulative delta, personally. But yeah, footprint can definitely, if you like it and you get good with it, can definitely be probably one of the most beneficial tools, I would probably say, just because it gives you the most information. Like I can tell what the footprint, I can tell what I would want to know from the footprint from the cumulative delta, if that makes sense. So that's why I don't really. Like, I don't get drawn to the delta. I don't get drawn to the footprint, sorry. It doesn't really resonate with me. We've got a massive block of orders still up here. It's just above the previous day's point of control. I blew my Lucid account 5 days ago, but I can still use MotiveWave. Oh. Interesting. I'm not sure why that is. But good to know. You would think that you'd lose it. Huh. Maybe they will get round to revoking like your license or whatever, but I mean, I hope not. That's awesome if you blew the account but you still got MotiveWave. But I don't know how long. Hopefully, like I say, hopefully you'll still get to use it for a while because it is the better platform to be on. I won't tell them. They heard nothing from me. Shh. My lips are sealed. I actually traded on my Lucid account today, just a quick little scalp, just to keep the account active. Like I say, I don't seriously trade my Lucid account. I just use it for the MotiveWave benefits because I was already considering getting MotiveWave before I found out I could get it through Lucid. And if I was to have gone the other way to get it, the normal way, would have cost me a lot more. Yeah, otherwise you need to buy another account, yeah. Yeah, that's why I go down the route of just not trading the account at all. I mean, I have my funded accounts above me. So I want to focus on them anyway. So I don't want to be like fucking about with an eval. Unless I was trading it like, it's the word I'm thinking of. Unless I was trading it like a different session or something, but I just don't want to do that. I'd rather just focus all my attention on these accounts that I have until I get some payouts from them or blow them, whichever comes first. This is a boring Monday. Good news is that I'm starting to need a piss. So when I go for a piss, the market should get a move on. I mean, it might actually be breaking down now. The buyers might have finally run out of steam and been fully absorbed by the looks of it. So we potentially might be on our way back down here. Can I hide this? I don't actually like it. I don't want to see the name of it. There will be a way to do it, but it gets in the way of the actual bars sometimes, especially on the delta, because the delta is so weird, the way you can like move it around. I bet if I go on my chart settings, I'll be on there. I can't be bothered. I'll just deal with it. It's fine. Thanks for the video to set a volume profile. No worries. Happy to help. I wish someone did it for me when I was setting it up. So more than happy to do it for everyone else. They're the best types of videos. The ones that you do because like you wish that you had them when you were doing it. I was looking for a buy at the previous week's value area high, but I think I'd rather see that level reinforced now. Yeah, me too, Diego. Me too. Same page. Also, I don't like the fact that if we are going to long from previous week's value area high, one, I mean, the value area low isn't as clean as it was. It's still like close enough, but the main thing for me is obviously all these buyers are being absorbed, so that's a bearish indicator. So sellers are obviously absorbing all the buyers here because look how many buyers have come in, aggressive buyers have come into the market and prices are nowhere. So that's one tell. Another would be I don't like the fact that we've made this POC and then if we fail off of it, I don't like that. That's not like, that's a lot of times context dependent. A lot of things with the POC are context dependent, to be honest. But yeah, they're my two reasons for, and like you say, there's no real reinforcement here. It's a B setup at most. The only chance buyers have, really, I think, is if they can somehow, like, because we are still holding this POC, right? Every time we get to the bottom end of the node that makes the POC, every time we get to like either end of this, buyers step in and sellers step in at the top. Buyers step in at the bottom. So the only chance that I have for a trade today really is going to be buyers managing to push through this POC, and then I can get a break and retest of the point of control, previous day's point of control. I don't mind that trade, but I don't know how likely that is. I wouldn't think that's very likely. Thanks for the stream. Gotta shoot. No worries, Ty B. Hope to see you in here some more. Yeah, swinging on both sides, yeah. otherwise known as the biggest pain in the arse session ever. Yeah, I would be leaning that this is going to go down, but I want to see it go up, if that makes sense. Because I'd feel like if it goes down, I'm probably not going to get a trade. I don't know. I will be here for till 11:30 today, so maybe we'll get something. Just needs to do something. I'll see how it looks at 11, and like I might end the stream there and just like watch it for the last half an hour, like I do sometimes. But if it starts getting a bit more promising closer to 11, then we'll keep it going. I am gonna go for a piss though. That is one thing I do need to do. Still going nowhere. I have a feeling we'll call it a day at 11, because this is just a fucking ticking time clock. Should we play chess or something? I'm opening a separate window. Play some chess. Let me open OBS and then I'm just gonna replace my my top step X with this. There we go. Fun. Oh shit, I'm gonna autobot. This is what we do when Bryce is doing fuck all. We play chess. I'm by no means good at chess, by the way. Disclaimer. Of course. Of course you're a chess player, I love it. I dabble. I have phases. Go through phases with chess. Oh, I can't defend that pawn really, can I? Elite level trading content though, by the way. I can't defend that pawn. But I can take that, that's free actually. No, I can, yeah, there we go. Have that. Fuck you. Didn't think of that one, did you? Teachers to accept losses. That implies that I lose, Professor Mac. That implies that I lose. I wanted to take that bishop, but I can't because the queen's there. Threaten his rook. I can take that bishop. Just take this pawn. I take it you're a chess player then, Professor Mac. Ooh. Let's... I dabble. I do dabble. Oh, I don't know what I do here though. I can go for that, try and attack that, but that doesn't really do anything. I should probably just develop a piece. What more am I meant to do? Like, you want to just have me sit here and watch price go sideways? Nah. I'll play chess, thanks. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring it over here. Oh shit, no, didn't mean to do that. Ah! Wait, what did he just take? No, he took my pawn. Then I will take your pawn. And I will take this. Can I take that? I think I can take that. Am I trapped? No, I can go there. Aha! Check, motherfucker. I win your rook. Oh. I don't win your rook, but I pin your rook. Now, I go rook. Is he just gonna, he can just defend that though. Yeah, wait, I can go bang. And then I can bring the pawn in. Take, he can take. I'm winning that, surely. What am I? Oh, I kind of have to go there. Right? Price will move now since I've decided to go to bed in 15 minutes. I'm sure something will happen in the next 10 minutes. Hopefully. It's gone sideways. I am going to call it a day in 15 minutes at 11 as well, so... Because, I mean... Pretty boring day. Oh, he took. Okay, so I need to go... Take. Oh my god, he can take my queen. Fucking idiot. Oh! See, it goes so well, and then it just goes... Oh, he's checking me as well, the motherfucker. I might as well do that, it defends both. School starts tomorrow, so I need to be fresh. On a Tuesday? Oh wait, no, is it Sunday night for you, Professor Mac? So lost this game. I was winning that game as well. I fucked up. You live in Japan? Hell yeah. I was potentially going to go to Japan in a few months. Thought I knew? Don't think I did. Did I? I can't have forgotten that. If you told me that before, I apologise, but I don't remember you telling me that. I could be being stupid though. That is pretty likely. Take your rook. Ah, shit. Oh no, I can't do that. Maybe an KAICAP all YouTube stream, yeah. Yeah, that was probably where. I'm winning here, that surely. I think we're at a crossroads. Both sellers and buyers are taking heat. Who will puke first? Yeah, hopefully fucking someone. That's... Oh shit, I can't. Oh, I can do that. I'm gonna call it a day at, like, shortly here. I'm gonna finish this game of chess, which I'm obviously losing, but gotta play this out. Oh, he's forking my pawn. I'll just take your pawn. Oh, he's checking me again, bastard. Over here. Why doesn't you just take this pawn? Like, just fucking hurry up and be done with it. I can't believe I hung my queen. I was literally winning this game and then I hung my queen like a dumbass. That's when you know I don't play often. Like, I play, but I don't play, like, religiously, so I just do stupid mistakes. I'll just take your pawn. Oh, you're gonna take my knight. Yeah. I'll just resign. I can't be asked to play that out. Guy's just boring me. He's like trying to take every piece, just win the game. Go. Change this back to... Yes. I just moved the wrong thing. Did I? No, I didn't. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm gonna call this a day, boys. This has been a fucking boring session. I literally started streaming what here, so we have basically just consolidated the entire stream. That's hilarious. Yeah, appreciate you boys hanging out. I hope you all have a good rest of your Monday. Appreciate you all for coming and jumping onto the chat. And I will be watching this for like the next 30-40 minutes or so, but likelihood is we're just going to keep going sideways. So hopefully we break out. I will be watching it in case we do, and I will potentially take a trade still. If I do, I'll post it on my community tab on the post section. So yeah, catch you boys tomorrow, same time, 9:45 a.m. New York time. See you boys then.